Hello everyone and welcome back to my US Diary official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge Forrester will be Brooke Logan's idol in a dramatic deliverance while Grace Buckingham makes a plea to Finn Finnegan. In Italy, Ridge just jumped into the water after witnessing Brooke in torture. Brooke fell off Nick Marone's boat thanks to its steering troubles, so she'll be floundering to stay round when Ridge swims over to save her. Ridge will indeed manage to get to Brooke and drag her to safety. Brooke will get a surprise idol in the form of her partner, so she'll be swept up in this moment of gratefulness for Ridge. Nick may see for himself that Brooke and Ridge still have a strong connection. It'll be on full display right in front of Nick, who may eventually face Ridge's fury over the boat's problems and the peril he just put Brooke in. Finn will reel now that Grace has confessed to making up the brain cancer and faking Liam Spencer's opinion. Grace just admitted Finn's reservations were right, but she feels she was backed into an insolvable corner. Since Reese Buckingham racked up some serious gambling debt, Grace was facing some scary pitfalls. These baddies meant business and knew where her daughters lived, so Grace was willing to do whatever it took to get the plutocrat by their deadline. After Grace explains many further details, she'll supplicate Finn to keep his mouth shut. Finn will face Grace's hopeless plea to bury this fiddle. In no way tell anyone differently about it. Grace will hope they can just move on, but Finn won't be willing to cover for her and will contend Liam must be told the verity. The same goes for Bill Spencer since he paid $1 million for a phenomenon surgery when Liam no way had excrescence at all. Grace will feel like her world is crashing down around her, but she'll have to surrender to Finn's demands and give Liam updates. Grace Buckingham verified Liam Spencer no way had a brain excrescence while Brooke Logan had a scary water accident. After Eric Forrester's warning about Nick Marone's brewing offer, Ridge refused to let Nick ruin Brooke's life and took off to stop the engagement. Ridge went searching for Brooke and eavesdropped Nick's name down on the jetties, where he learned Nick's boat had been taken out when the steering was no good. Nick and Brooke had a lovely Italian regale for two before they eventually had their boat lift. Brooke was on the reverse of the vessel as Ridge frenetically called and left a voicemail about commodity being wrong with Nick's boat. Nick plotted to steer as another boat rushed up beside them. Brooke went flying off Nick's boat as Ridge watched in the distance, so he incontinently dove in the water and swam toward her. At the Spencer manse, Liam Spencer teased Hope Logan since she kept fussing over him and offering him effects like redundant robes. Liam assured Hope that he was good and ultimately opened up about the tale of two Buckinghams. It was hard for Liam to suppose about all the heartache Reese Buckingham caused when he let them believe Beth Spencer was gone ever. Now Grace had saved Liam's life, or so he allowed. Hope conceded that Grace was a saint of a woman, so she agreed with Liam about how much they owed her. Finn Finnegan spelled out all the suspicious aspects of this case, like the off-point surgery for way too important plutocrat and this new croaker he'd no way heard of. Finn also recalled how Grace was the bone who brought the excrescence news to him in the first place and how she was quick to take over when he tried to take Liam down to the neuro platoon. Finn suspected that all the reviews and substantiation were fake, so he wondered if this procedure with minuscule lacerations and a crazy fast recovery time was indeed necessary. Finn wondered if Liam indeed had a brain excrescence to begin with. Grace tried to keep up her innocent act, but she eventually broke down in gashes and confessed that Finn was right. Grace argued that she had no choice since the people Reese owed plutocrat to were hanging her. Grace claimed they knew where Peric Buckingham and Zoe Buckingham lived, so she was easily scarified for her daughter's safety. Since these people were intruding around and wanted the gambling debt paid by a certain deadline, Grace verified that she faked Liam's brain excrescence and gave him this phony opinion. As Finn stood there taking it all in, Grace blubbed angrily and tried to explain how hopeless she was. Grace will have further admissions to make marvels ahead for Liam, Hope and Bill Spencer. Taylor holds the unhappy fortune teller origami and Steffi hopes to get answers at the academy. She's confused because the schoolteacher told Miss Sunshine was super nice. They go over their concern about the delineations and Steffi says she has to get to the bottom of this. Whatever this is. Steffi tries Finn but gets his voicemail. She also hugs Taylor and leaves. In the Sand Academy, Miss Dillon tells Luna she did what she demanded and called Steffi to come there. "What are you going to do to her?" she asks, nervously backing up and looking at the gun in her hand. Luna pulls out some rope and the schoolteacher pleads with her, "Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt Steffi." Luna ties up the schoolteacher in a dark room with a monkey shine over her mouth. She warns her not to make a glance when Steffi arrives. At Il Giardino, Sheila wonders to herself if it's true Remy said Luna has a gun. She flashes to her meeting with Luna in the apartment where she talked about wanting to get relief of Steffi. She also flashes to Luna telling her she's going to go out with a bang and snoots. Grabbing her phone, Sheila calls Finn and leaves him a voicemail saying he needs to talk to him about Luna. In Finn's office, Grace laments that she's tried to give Liam time, but every day that passes she implores Finn to get through to him and move him to seek treatment right down. Finn reminds her that his condition is inoperable, and the treatment could beget significant side goods. She argues that he wants to be there as long as possible for his girls. She asks him to impress upon Liam how important this is. Don't let Liam put this off another day. Her phone dings and she shakes her head. Finn agrees to talk to Liam as Grace's phone keeps going off. Grace tells him Liam's excrescence has grown, time is off the substance. They see and give him further time if he does nothing. Grace takes a call and warns the person on the other end, "I told you I can't talk right now." She disconnects and starts complaining again about Liam refusing his treatment. By not making a decision, he's making one. The excrescence is getting larger, and time is critical. Finn promises to talk to Liam. Grace gets another textbook and mutters, "Just leave me alone." Finn, seeing her raising stress position, asks when she last took time off. He knows she and her family have been through a lot. If she ever needs someone to talk to, he's there. In Forrester's design office, Liam drops Beth's stuffed beast off to Hope, who asks how he's feeling. He says he's okay, but the timepiece is ticking. Hope's having a really hard time accepting that he may not be then for long. Liam hates this for the people he loves, but this is the hand he was dealt. Hope says Eric beat the odds and she's soliciting for a phenomenon for him too. Liam is as well, but he's most concerned about her, Steffi, and the girls. Hope reminds Liam he has sisters and a father too. Bill loves him. Liam loves him too. Hope thinks it's time to tell them. "They're your family, Liam." Liam asks if she thinks he's being selfish. Hope considers this and says, "No. He's trying to cover the people he loves, but this is different." Liam tells her she's right. He gets an announcement on his phone it's time for his capsules. Hope hands him a water bottle and he takes his meds. He tells her he wants as important time left as he can get. Talk turns to Will wearing a line to try and entrap Luna. Hope gasps, "Poor Steffi," when she learns Luna is still on the loose. This is why Liam is so determined to cover the bones. He loves. Hope assures him Luna won't hurt anyone he cares about. At the Precipice house, Taylor about jumps off the settee when Sheila knocks on the door and calls out for her to let her in. Taylor can't believe she got once security. Sheila insists it's okay, she needs to talk to Steffi and Finn. Taylor lets her in, and Sheila explains she needs to speak to Steffi and Finn. This is about Luna. "There's commodity they should know about my granddaughter." They talk around the issue as Sheila explains she's tried to help her granddaughter. She's trying to keep her on the right path. Taylor says it's too late. Luna pulled a gun on Will Spencer and is back to spooking Steffi again. Sheila's dismayed. She suggested she leave Los Angeles, but she said she's going out with a bang. She still has it in for Steffi. "Your son could be in peril." She calls out for the schoolteacher and asks, "Are you then?" Walking around outside, she calls, "Hello? Miss Dillon?" The door closes behind her and Steffi turns to see Luna. Luna goes over chancing out that Finn was her father and that he'd embrace her, but she wouldn't allow it. Steffi asks what she's doing there and where the schoolteacher has gone. Luna smirks that her sweet little half-family brought her there. Steffi realizes she's Miss Sunshine. Luna pulls the gun on her. She tells her she broke her heart by keeping her from her father. She's eventually going to hear to her. "You're going to let me see my father."